Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Yeah, I took myself serious in that class, yeah. Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well out and about, being adults, or if you're children, you're big children. Today we're here to talk about emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
Serious, but not like within ourselves. Well, it's in us because we were neglected and it's affecting us and it's become a part of who we are and all of them ugly things there. But we're mainly going to talk about emotional damage of our parents, emotional damaged parents, emotionally immature parents. And whether we want to admit it or not, Jamaica is crawling with these parents. Like, most of our parents are emotionally immature, and it's sad to say, but it's like a mug poured into a cup kind of thing, so they're the parents. This is how they are teaching us, growing us, pouring into us the mugs, and everything they pour into us, that's who we become. So however our parents are, majority of the times, that's like the characteristics and the personality traits that we take on for ourselves. Not in all cases, but sometimes. Most of the characteristics of our parents are deeply embedded in us, even though we don't know it. So I posted a question and answer thing on my Instagram, and I asked people to ask me questions or suggest something they'd like me to talk about on the podcast. And so this was one of the topics that they asked me to give my 2 cents on, and I got a few questions. It wasn't a lot, but few of them are topics that I want to talk about, like for a whole heading itself. So I didn't want to compact all of them in one video. I'm doing them separately. So if you don't hear about your question in this video, it's just another video it's going to be in. But I'm going to respond to all of the ones that make sense, because somebody comment on the thing and say, which position you think Adam, which position you think that the first position Adam put Eve, This is the same person who has been asking if you think the first person to discover cow's milk is a pervert. Like, it's ridiculous, and he has elaborate both. So, like, back to what I was saying though. So we're not criticizing or bashing anybody's parenting style or how they brought up their children. But we are giving like a 2 cent on it, because this platform that I'm creating is for us to share certain things that are taboo to discuss in our society and that a lot of people don't talk on, but it's necessary to talk about because it's affecting us, it's a part of us. And I just want to help to shed some light, encouragement, and a little beauty and all of these things. And as I've stated in all my videos, I am also a part of it. Like, not exclude myself. Everything I'm talk about, me experience it as well, somewhere, somehow, or something. Me included. So, me do this to me, I do this to you. You see me? But yeah, you think I could tell my mother say she emotionally immature? Your mother disrespect. Disrespect, and that don't make no sense because she don't want to hear it, and she could just tell me to shut up my mouth and move. But that is emotional immaturity, you know, and them just wouldn't understand, yo. I swear. But then again, that's how they were brought up themselves. So as I said, it's like the mug, it's like the mug and the jug, kind of method of growing your kids. Like it is pour what you get from your parents in a hit, and there's like no generational curse breaking or generational gap. You know, it's just a continuous thing. But we need to realize what's happening, guys, and we need to step out there and try to stop some of these things. And even if we can't stop it, we need to be able to, you know, help to limit it, to minimize it, you know. And so when we talk about emotional immaturity now, talk about not being able to empathize or be sensitive towards your kids. Like everybody know Jamaican parents are very insensitive. Like, come on, you think I can tell them say the purse them plate there? What me say? Them insensitive bad. And don't get me wrong, this don't make them bad parents, you know, but you know, them need to easy. Them need to easy for the real. So like they don't give any weight to your emotional or psychological or mental needs or reasonings. So like they don't have any regards for how you feel. They don't care about feelings. Like feeling exists in other place, yeah. Like legit feelings don't exist to them. If my mother were to do something to me and I would go to her and say, "Oh, mommy, you know, I didn't like how you said this or you did this, you know, it made me feel away." Me no business how you feel, girl. And anybody know my mother? I legit, so she would have said to me, "Me no business how you feel, girl." And it's sad because I honestly feel a certain type of way towards this thing. Like I am somebody who is very emotional, and she knows this because she raised me. She knows I'm emotional. So why are you going to disregard my emotions? If you know that I am a being who is very, like, my emotions are heightened, like them high, like my emotions are always high. How are you as my mother going to neglect that about me when that's like majority of who I am? You know, that is going to put me in a state of stagnation. Like mega stuck, mega feel like it matter, it makes sense. How me I gonna deal with this? And if you as my mother now don't know how to handle this, or you just completely shut this out, then how am I going to operate? How am I going to show up in the world? I'm going to be walking with a hole inside of my chest for somebody else to feel, because you were emotionally unavailable, which makes me also emotionally unavailable and emotionally immature, because nobody was there to groom me. Nobody was there to groom these emotions, teach me how to deal with them, teach me how to cope, teach me how to handle them. And you know, that's just how I grew up. So now when I go out there as an adult, how do I handle these things? How do I handle how I feel about certain things? How do I handle how I feel towards people? How do I handle how people make me feel? I do not know. And so I go out there and I turn I that. Me that turn to abusive people in a relationship. Me turn a yam head. Or me just lock off. Me just not deal with people. And me just not allow people to, you know, get to me or know who I am emotionally or as a person. I become a rock. There's no state of vulnerability, and we can't have that, because then how am I gonna meet my soulmate? Like seriously, it's legit something that's happening in the world. Like it's affecting people. We're emotionally damaged, emotionally unavailable, emotionally immature, and it's not a nice look, guys. And for us millennials, we behave as if it's okay, but it's really not. It's really not, people. Our parents need to know how to be less insensitive, because I'm not going to say, I'm not going to talk as if we can completely eliminate it. It's impossible, you know. I'm somewhat a functionalist. I believe that everything in life is necessary, but to an extent. You understand? So while something is not necessarily good, it's still functional. That's my belief. You can drop in the comments what you think, but don't attack me. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. But yeah, so we need to learn to limit these things. Another thing with our parents, guys, them ever right, them ever right. How dare you? How dare you tell that lady or that man who are your parents that they are wrong, or that what they think is not ideal or necessarily the correct concept? How dare you, brother? You're sick. Them ever right. They are always right. They are never wrong, and it's always their way. It's their way, or it's their way or the highway, brother. And that is emotionally immaturity. Like, seriously, it's emotional immaturity. There's no way you are never wrong. There is absolutely no way an individual can always be correct about every single thing. Yes, you are the parent, and yes, we're supposed to respect you, and yes, we're supposed to abide by your rules, and what you say must go, but not all the time, not in everything. Take time to happen. My mother here, but not in everything. Yeah, there's no way you can always be right, and we need to get to a state where we can understand that, listen, these kids are growing and they are learning, and them not done. They're smart just as we as parents are. I'm not a parent, guys. I'm talking in the third person. But yeah, so we need to give them room to be able to voice their opinions and be able to talk and feel and understand themselves and understand us also, because then when they go out in the world, then they'll understand themselves more and be better able to reason with other people. If I can't have a conversation with my parent about something that I disagree with them with, how am I going to go out there and tackle the opinions and the naysayers, or even persons who are saying yay to something that I have to say nay to? Yeah, you know, get what I say? Like, if we can't talk to the people them in our whole soul about things, or if we can't disagree with our own parents about simple little things, how are we going to go out there and tackle society's norms or ways, traditions, cultures that isn't aligning with who we are as individuals? We don't know how to show up in the world because we can't show up in our yard. Them something they have to, we have to change. We have to change these little things, guys, parents. And for the young, for the teenage mothers right now, teenage fathers, please, don't take heed. Don't know how for the parents it make you feel when you grow up as a pitney. Them lock on the down and them tie you down, and them not give you no room for be emotional or feel love or to love and all them something there. Please, nobody do that to phone a pitney. Like people overall just have this notion that I suffered, so you must suffer the same way. I hate that. I hate the ideology there. I hate it so much. And even working in a public sector, like, it shows up so much. It's so prominent. Like, you're doing something. Let's say, for instance, I count my words right now because I don't really want to say nothing where I go. But let's say, for instance, you're pursuing something else while you're working at this particular organization, and the person who is your supervisor, the person in the chain of command whom you have to answer to. And this person has literally been where you are, saying they've worked in the position that you are now working in. They've pursued something else while they were in that position, and so they know that what you're doing now, they have done it, and they know the road and how difficult it is to maneuver on that road. Yet still, if you find a leeway to do this, they're going to want to eradicate that leeway and tell us, go this straight and narrow. It's difficult, it's tiring, it's annoying, it's time consuming and all these things, but they're going to force you to go through it, even though if your leeway is causing no inconvenience to the organization. Why? Just because they suffered, so you must suffer. Mentality, they just not, it just not sit right with me, yo. Like, why we have to put each other through pain and all these things? Come on, man, you've been through it. Why do you want to put somebody else through it? Each one teach one, make life easier for everybody. Why we want to suffer and everybody else because we suffer and just suffer and suffer? Like, come on, man, I want to them for go, man. But yeah, that's how parents stay. And while we love them and them give, this is it. This thought, I legit just had a light bulb. Like, it just popped up in my head. And we know, like, the light bulb was such a brilliant idea. It became the symbol of brilliant ideas. I just had a light bulb, guys. Our parents, they feel as if because they satisfy our material needs, they feed us, they clothe us, send us to school, and everything what we need necessary for survival, they think that's it. They think that's all we need. And once them give we all of that, them not do nothing more. Them not believe say we need for know say them proud that we, or we need for know say them love we, because them a do all of this. So you should have known. Like, me know say you love me, but come on, me need to feel it as well. They don't understand that concept. Them just feel like say because them gear things, them buy you things, that's all you need. And in a few society, you know, I hate that. You can't tell your mother say you want to talk to her about something and be vulnerable and easy. You can't do that. You have to roll up everything in here and walk with your head in the sky, so I'm going like you're tough and anything out there will come after you. You just come on, man, guys, come on, parents. Somebody tell me mother for me, because I can't tell her. Well, yeah, the rigid and strict mentality and always pointing fingers instead of taking accountability, that's our parents in Jamaica. And guys, we wish it was not like this. Mommy and daddy, we wish it wasn't like this. So guys, as we know, I'm going to have a few tips to overcome or to deal with this. I am no expert. I'm just experiencing the same thing. I'm no expert, I'm just experiencing. I just experiencing the same things, and I'm trying to tackle how these things have affected me. And you know, I just want to help you guys to try and tackle it as well. If you are somebody who has been affected by a parent emotionally being absent or emotionally immature, I want to help you guys with some tips. Like, tell me how you feel in the comments as well, and you know, you can drop things that I could talk about as well in the comments or on my Instagram or any one of my socials, which is on the page. So 1, we need to learn to be emotional beings. We are emotional beings, but we do not embrace that aspect of ourselves. So one, we need to track our emotions, highlight them, do not ignore yourself. That is how we fail our emotional selves. Like, stop ignoring your emotions, don't neglect your emotions as your parents did. Two, practice self-care, events, things, duties, plays, anything, whatever feeds your soul, helps you to feel calm, at peace, joy, and happiness. Please take time out to engage in that self-care. I talked about this in my previous video. Self-care is legit like a journey, a all life journey, like whole life. It's continual, don't stop. Please do it. Any little thing will feed your soul, make your body feel good, give you peace of mind, bring joy to you. Do it. Like, engage in it as much as you can. Take care of yourself, love on yourself a little bit more every day. And three, stop cloaking up your feelings. Stop bottling things up. Talk to people. And if you're really so far gone where you don't trust anybody, then journal. Like, guys, it's a really good idea. Write down how you feel. Like, have a little book. It doesn't even have to be fancy or whatever. It could just be a regular writing book, a regular notebook. Just journal. You come home each day, even if you don't want to do it religiously, just take the time out to write down how you feel about things that bothers you. So if something happened, you don't have anybody to talk to about it. You don't have to sit down and suck it in and do things to avoid it. Let it out on a piece of paper. And if you're somebody who likes to burn or tear up things, if you feel relief, just write it, embrace it all, like let it all out. Every single thing you feel, just write it, and then you tear it up. Just tear it up, dispose of it, and then you pray about it, guys. So either you tear it up or you burn it, and then you pray about it. Release it, guys. And four, I know say it's hard to trust people and things, but we need to learn to accept help. Whatever shape or form, if you have people around you who are genuinely willing to help, accept the help. Don't be too prideful to accept help. Accept help. Because trust me, people can see when you're suffering, especially when a person cares about you and love you, and you don't even have to say that, listen, this is bothering me, or I am not well, or whatever. You never have to say it, but them can see it because they genuinely care about you and they want to help. Accept the support, embrace it. And last but not least, 5, boundaries. Actually, I'm going to do a video on this. Like, I want to do a whole video on this, setting boundaries, like personal boundaries. Guys, we need it, because sometimes when we have people around us and the things they do don't add up and it don't align with who we are, but yet still we allow it and we accept things and we go out and we do things with them and all them stuff, we need to cease and desist. Like, set boundaries and be like, no, I'm not going to be a part of this anymore. You don't always have to say yes to the people you love or to the people who you want in your life and whatever they are about. Learn to say no and learn to set boundaries emotionally as well. If you are indulging in something that you know that in the long run it will cause you pain and agony, cut it off. Don't self-sabotage. Let it go. Don't linger in a hit, because it's going to cause you to be emotionally damaged in the long run. Emotional damage. So set boundaries, guys. Set your personal boundaries and abide by them. But anyways, that's it for tonight. A late hours now, trust me. So that's it for tonight. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.